or say you get a cold, common cold. Bacteria goes into your body. Your body makes antibodies.
Yeah, that's our immune system.
That's our immune system. So you're saying that chickenpox, we cannot kill the chickenpox. So
our body.
I had the chickenpox when I was a little kid.
Me too.
Because that's how you basically get immune to it. You kind of get it while you're young.
See, I don't think you can get immune to it. I think that it comes out worse, stronger, and bigger and badder.
So could I go up to someone who has chickenpox and I physically cannot contract that? That's what you're saying? Or if I go to contract it, would it just get worse inside of me, and then later on down the road I would get worse shingles?
I think your body just has it under control. I think the body has it under control, but it's still there. You don't kill it.
There's a lot of things that our body is a very well-oiled, well-developed machine.
It was created. It was not evolution.
So, okay. So,
do you want to talk about evolution? Because I was a creationist before I became flat Earth.
I'm trying to put politics and religion, like I'm trying to separate them.
How can you separate this from government when government's the one telling the lie? And religion. You just have to look at it from multiple angles. Religion is how you practice your belief or your faith. Okay, this is not belief or faith. This is factual. Okay, so when you say religion, it's like the difference between Presbyterian and Lutheran. It's not whether God exists or not. God exists no matter what.
Yeah.
So, hi there.
Hi.
Here you go. You can take this along. You can have that and look at it.
I gotta head back up.
Yeah. Nice talking to you. What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan?
It was a good conversation.
Nice talking to you. I like talking to an intelligent person. That was a good conversation.
Yeah, good.
And I think I helped him open his mind a little. Like, you know, you see the two things, okay, you have to decide what's true, and you have to be objective. That's a hard thing to do, to be objective. It really is. Okay, I know there's a phone in here somewhere. $11 o'clock. This goes on till 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock now. Do you want me to tell you something about this? You interested in science? Well, I'll tell you something. The horizon is always at your eye level. No matter how far, how high you go, it's always up here. It never goes down. We don't live on a ball. It never goes down. We do not live on a spinning ball. The earth is flat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you look up at. Yeah. Two.
Oh, let's get that as well.
Make an offer she can't refuse.
I don't do that.
Oh, you gotta be a bargainer. Oh, you're not a true yard sailor.
Well, I am, but when I feel like, you know, it's a decent price for that, I just don't need it that badly.
Yeah.
What do you have over here? Oh.
I teach science.
Oh.
So you can take that along.
Okay.
So, that was a real good conversation. Did you ever hear this?
Huh?
Did you ever hear about it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you know about it?
What do I know about what?
About the flat earth. What have you heard?
I heard a lot about like how people think that the earth is flat and they think the moon landing's fake.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah,
What evidence do you have to support that?
I studied it. I don't think you can land on the moon. I don't think it's a rock.
Really?
I think it's more like a filament.
She's a brave soul.
Some physicists say it's plasma, but I don't know a whole lot about plasma. But they say it's the fourth.
What's it? Oh, I don't have a list. I have a list of
Like
things.
solid, liquid, gas, plasma. The fourth
Okay.
element, or not element. You know what I'm saying.
Phase of matter.
Phase of matter, yeah, but it's something else, but yes. So, this is what we say is a flat earth map.
Right.
North Pole's in the center, Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge.
Okay.
And all these world organizations use the flat earth map, but they leave off Antarctica. I don't think they want us to know that it goes around the outside edge.
Right.
I think they want us to think it's this.
Uh-huh.
So, how do we know what we're looking at here is if there's a ball, then if it goes out, it's got to drop at some point. If you're going straight out, it's got to drop. That's called curvature.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, like, if a ball goes out, it gets pulled back down.
Oh, you mean if you throw this?
Yeah, like, what do you talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about curvature. Like this has a curve to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the curve, if you're standing here and you look out, straight out, it has to go down
It does.
at some point. Okay, so there's a formula for that.
Okay.
Based on a 24,901 equator. So when we look at Chicago, right there, across 60 miles of Lake Michigan, it should be 2,400 feet down below the curvature. It should be down. And yet there it is, right there, over the flat surface of the water. That's it. Can you see it? You can go in, I don't care.
So how do you know that this is 60?
Because, well, you know, we went on Google Earth, that's what we got. And, see, water is always flat on the top, no matter what you do to it.
And how come everywhere else where you go to like an ocean, it curves?
How do you know it curves?
Because I've seen it.
Really?
And if you go on an airplane,
Oh.
have you ever been on an airplane?
Yeah, I used to be a pilot who owned an airport.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the curve?
No.
Really?
No. I'll tell you what I did see.
What?
I saw in the distance, and then I looked this way.
Then how come you can't see everything when you're on an airplane?
And I looked this way, and that's my field of vision, because I can only see like maybe 10 miles, let's say that, just to pick a figure. So if I see 10 miles, oh, well, that must be the curve of the Earth, because it's circular. The circle doesn't mean curve.
Okay.
Okay. No matter how high you go, you always see the horizon at your eye level. So even if you're in an airplane or Mount Everest is 29,029 feet. And that, you will see the horizon at the distance. Now you say, how come you can't see the whole thing? Well, can you read the things on that sign up there? No, your eyes have limitations.
But the thing is, if you're on an airplane, right? Even if you're like pretty high, all you can see is just clouds and like you can see the curvature.
Have you seen much footage from an airplane, like out of the cockpit or something?
No.
We have a lot of that footage. There's a guy called Pilot LX, and he takes videos out the cockpit window. He flies a commercial airliner. And so he's put that out there, and it is at 37,000 feet. The horizon is above the sun. Now, how does that happen?
Yeah,
I caught that one.
Yeah, what do you think that the sun is?
It's not. I don't think it's hot burning gases.
Okay.
I think it's I heard a physicist say it's plasma. I think it's a filament.
What's a filament?
A filament, like a light bulb, the wires inside a light bulb that glow.
Okay.
I kind of think it's like that. See, so it's like a anode cathode thing. The free-flowing electricity up there goes through the sun, then it goes over to the moon, which attracts it.
The thing about light bulbs is that there's elements in that. There's gas in light bulbs.
Yeah, well, there's gas up here too.
You just said that there's not.
I said there's no gas up here?
Yeah, you said that it's not made of gases.
Oh, no. There's gas in the atmosphere, in the air, the ether.
But you said that the sun is like light bulbs?
The sun is like a filament.
You said a filament is made of light.
Like
light bulbs.
Like wires inside a light bulb.
And wires inside of a light bulb, they
glow.
They create gases. That's what gives off light.
The wire creates a gas, and that's what glows?
Yes.
Really?
Hydrogen.
The hydrogen glows.
Or whatever.
And what kind of light bulb is that called?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, there's different kind of light bulbs. You're right. It could be fluorescent, could be... Aha! Look what you got.
What?
I like your pamphlet there. Ah!
It's not a flat Earth.
Yes. No, this is what you're told in school, but you have to say, is it this or is it something else? I have to test it and tell me what's true.
No, it's actually a round Earth.
Well, that's what they tell you, but you have to study with your dad and see if it's true.
It's true.
You have to study. So no, I don't believe the spinning ball at all. Do you know what a torus field is?
No.
Okay, this is what I think is the alternative. Do you know Nikola Tesla? Ever heard of him? Well, he knew there was free-flowing electricity up there. Do you go to Kutztown?
No.
Okay, you're a high school student? Okay. So, I think we live in a torus field, which is an electromagnetic environment, and the Earth is in here somewhere. And I think it's diamagnetism pushing us down and not gravity pulling us down. And the electricity comes up, and this is why we get the aurora borealis at the North Pole. Then it all goes around and it comes around. But I don't know what's outside or underneath. All I know is the surface is flat.
So, do you believe that the moon revolves around the Earth?
Yeah. That's very simplified, but it does this. This is how they, if you look.
How does it do that?
Well, quantum physics.
What forces pulls it?
Quantum physics is perpetual. If you have a super chilled disk, you can have it go around perpetually, and you can even tilt the disk, and it'll run on a metal track without touching it. It's suspended. Suspended.
So what is outside of Earth?
I just said I don't know that.
You don't know?
No.
So how does any of your stuff add up if you don't know what's outside of Earth?
Well, I know that we have a dome. And I can say
Our
that...
atmosphere?
No. A physical solid barrier. Physical solid.
Then what are asteroids?
There is nothing beyond the barrier.
So what are asteroids and what are stars?
Okay. Stars, did you ever see Star in a Jar? It's a video. Sound waves are projected towards a jar of fluid and a star forms.
So you think they're reflections?
I think they are a point of light.
What are asteroids?
I have no idea.
See, it doesn't add up.
No, you've been told something from a book and you believe that.
What about meteorites?
Same thing as asteroids.
Like meteor showers.
Well,
what are those?
It could be something the government puts on like fireworks. Could be something like that. Who knows?
But then how would the government do that?
The government can do a lot and they aren't telling you about it.
I don't think the government is that smart.
I think the government has all of the wisdom of the ages. And did you know that we used to live, that we are not the first people here on this United States? And actually, that building could have
the
been...
Native Americans were.
No.
Oh.
The Native Americans were not nomadic. They actually had houses. And they were from a culture that was farther advanced than us.
So what is their point in...
If they can fool us, they can rule us. Govern, meant,
but
control.
we're in America.
You're not listening to anything I say.
Okay, they're trying to control us.
Yeah.
So why do we live in America, a free country?
Well, when you start to study this and you realize that this is more true than this ball, this spinning random ball, then you'll say, why would the government lie to us about this? And then you'll start finding the answers. See, I cannot convince you of any of these answers. You have to study it yourself.
I'm just asking you.
Why would they do this?
Why is this a free country?
Well, they tell us it's a free country, even though I don't think it's free.
Why?
I don't think we're free. Because if you're not being told the truth, then you're not free. See? You have to be told the truth. Only the truth will set you free. So when you understand this, all the evidence points to the flat earth, then you'll say, holy crap, we are not in a free country. The elections are really not real. They select the president. They don't elect a president. And it's all set up to deceive us, to keep us, you know, like pigs in shit, really. Like we're happy, even though we don't realize the bad place we are. They feed us. They let us buy cars. They let us pay taxes, but no, we're not free at all.
So what do they get out of this?
They get total control, and they get to feel like they can be better than us.
So
that gives them a high. They are addicted to power and control, and you and I don't understand that. You won't understand that. I won't, because we are not like them. See,
are they different than us?
Yes, they are. Now I'll tell you how. The kings never let the serfs read. Why? Because educated people are hard to control. So the kings had to figure out how are they going to keep the people stupid, especially when Gutenberg came out with the Bible and the printing press and all that stuff. So now the common people were getting smarter. Now we got the internet. Now we're really smart because we can talk all over the world, and we can say, talk to Australia, and they say, hey, the sun, I can see it going across the sky, and we don't get twilight, it just disappears. See? So we can get all this information from all over the world, and we can think and put ourselves together here, put all this information together ourselves. We don't need government to tell us what to think anymore. The internet has been the revolution.
I think the fact that you can say this and you can stand here outside of a church and tell people this is proof enough that we live in a free country.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you for your speech.
Yeah, I know. I just think
I hope you seek
I
truth.
think the fact that you can say this is proof enough.
Well, my friend, I know somebody who got arrested on the boardwalk and ticketed for filming on the boardwalk.
Because filming people without their permission.
No, that's public free speech. I have all the laws pertaining to that.
Free speech is different than...
No, you can take film anywhere in public. You can take camera anywhere in public. See, no, there's
I don't know how you're allowed to do this then.
I hope you seek truth, because that's the only thing that matters to me.
I hope you seek the Lord.
I am a born-again Christian for 60 years. Oh my God. Poor girl. Oh my God. She was like on... She was bitter. Bitter. Poor girl. Poor girl. You see how she was like, seek the Lord. We live in a free country. Well, yeah, sure. You're totally controlled. I get that. Oh, gosh. That's all right. That's all right. Calm down. Roll up my pants.
Jackie T. Bum, bum, bum. She's too busy to answer.
The wind is my enemy.
Yeah.
So you want to take one of my brochures and you can look at it at home.
Could be the snow.
Snow. Here, take one of these. There's 10 things in there that will make you think.
All right.
Hello, ladies. You ever hear about this? It's hot on the internet. There's 10 things in here. You can take this home and read it and look at it. Make you think. And that might give you a headache. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Marilyn, doing good.
I thought you were out west.
I sure am. I'm at the Grand Canyon right now.
Awesome! That's exciting. Do you love it?
Yeah, I got a few minutes, so I'm calling people, and saw the sunrise over the South Rim, and then the moon set. So happy full moon day, all that stuff.
Oh, did you get some footage of it?
I haven't even used the P1000 too much.
Oh.
A very clear sky. Maybe tonight. I just met up with the family out here, so there's a bunch of different agendas going on. We got to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been doing flat earth stuff. Saw a kid with a NASA shirt yesterday, and I just pulled up and said, "Hey, face is fake, earth is flat." He said, "Awesome."
That's great. That's great. Hey, you can take one of the.
Hear about all the millions of years of geology.
Hi, puppy.
And, all the
Yeah, you can take one of them.
And,
You actually believe that?
yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Hey, Adam, I got a customer here. Let me talk. You don't want any information? I can give you a couple
I
of.
just graduated with a degree in geology, so I don't...
Geology.
Yeah.
Look up mud fossils.
Okay.
That actually, geology is more biology. Yes, they are ancient, fossilized, petrified things. A lot of the mountains we're finding. Look up the Colossus. Look up. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Mud Fossil University on YouTube. On YouTube.
I'll give it a
It
look.
will blow your mind.
Okay.
All this stuff.
How do you digest satellite images then?
Satellite images are taken when they put them up on weather balloons. The government is the biggest purchaser of helium. They put up weather balloons, they have cameras, they fly them over, and then they have these tail hooks and they come along and they gather them up. And that's how they get their footage. There is no geocentric or geosynchronous orbits or nothing, none of that. They are lying to us to keep us deceived. This is a created realm that we live in. It's created, but we have to figure out who's the creator. That's your decision to make, not mine. I just give you the evidence. You look at it. You decide, is it really a heliocentric or the flat earth? And that's why I give these things here. And then you can look in the website. You can find out and just think about this stuff. It doesn't hurt to, if what you have been taught is true, nothing can hurt that. It only confirms that what you believe is true.
So
Okay.
if the Earth is flat, how do you believe gravitational pull works?
I can debunk gravity in about 5 minutes. Not even that. 10 seconds.
So physics is all a lie.
So, like Newton?
No, things fall. Things absolutely do fall.
Yeah, and why
But
would
the
they
reason they fall is different than what they're being told.
Okay.
She's cracking up over there.
See? No. If we live on a spinning ball, are you still there, Adam?
I am. Hey, tell them that you're on the phone with another flat earther, smart dude at the Grand Canyon right now.
Yeah.
Proving it.
They just heard you.
So cool. I'm on speakerphone. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Yeah, it's Adam. He was in the military. So, yeah, this requires no creator. But a flat realm with a dome and a torus field, electromagnetic energy flowing, that requires some creator of some kind. You have to figure that out. But they're not telling us the truth. They don't want us to know a lot of this stuff, so they can fool us with things. That's how they control us. Educated people are hard to control. There's something to this, and the only way you're going to figure that out is if you just think about some of these things. It doesn't hurt you. If what you know is true, it doesn't hurt you, does it?
So have you ever been on a plane?
I used to date a pilot who owned an airport. I've flown many, many times. My dad was a pilot. I never flew with him. He was a math teacher. My son a physics major. I'm not stupid. I know you didn't say I was stupid, but I'm pretty smart. But I know when you look at this, you think, you got to be kidding. Are you off your rocker? Everybody thinks that. It's not a personal thing. But there's a lot of things to this. And if you're thinking, intelligent people, you want to know the truth. Okay, I know there's a flat earth family that lives in Schwenksville because I talked to them down at Snooki's. Okay. So this is not something that's isolated. If we have the internet now, just think about that stuff. Talk about it with them. Watch the video that's on that website, the first video you come to, 200 proofs. It might be long. Take it off in sections. Watch a half hour and then, you know, talk about it.
So, in terms of it being flat, do you think there's like an edge to the Earth where you can just fall off, or do you think like you?
The only thing we know is Antarctica. What's beyond that, I have no idea. I know the water's flat.
Can, like, fall off the edge of Antarctica. And,
I don't know. Some people think it's goes on forever. I kind of think it ends because of the dome. So it has to have some ending. But they don't let you down there. The Antarctic Treaty in 1959 prevents any free exploration. There's a lot to this, and all of your questions can, at least I can address them.
Yeah.
I can't prove.
One little thing that I discovered here I want to tell you about.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cool. So Grand Canyon, just southeast of here, is Humphrey Peak, or Mount Humphrey, it's a high point in Arizona. And all that snow on that whole, it's the San Francisco mountains, the several mountains that are all covered with snow right now. It's cold here because all that cold is melting and coming down into the valley on the plains here. But there's no streams that flow from those mountains. All the ground is so perforated, it just percolates right down into, you know, the ground there.
Wow.
And here's what the proof is. You know how they say the craters, you know, the perfectly round crater domes are caused by meteorites and old whatever falling down?
Yeah.
Well, they would never be perfectly round. The very popular tourist spot, Meteor Crater, just east of here. The one dude tried to like go mine for the iron years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's a meteorite. I'm gonna go get the iron, sell it for make a fortune. He dug down like hundreds of feet, drilled down, dug down, never found the iron. So here's the proof of how that was formed. All that water that's in the ground down here at some point just like boiled and popped like a big geyser.
Yeah.
All that earth, like.
Yeah, they're sinkholes.
They're naturally, right?
Like giant sinkholes.
A big underground cavity full of water gets boiled. It's just gonna pop at some big point, you know.
Yeah, there's no skid marks with those craters.
Never.
Yep.
So all those were caused from inside somehow.
Hey, I hope you guys
like
look into it. Yeah.
Hey, I'll let you go. It sounds like you're doing some activism there, but give me a call when you get a chance. I'm just on the road, you know?
Yeah, okay. Take care.
Hey, cool.
Bye.
Take care, Marilyn. Bye-bye.
You mean he doesn't want any ladies' boots? Crazy idea, huh?
Not at all.
Awesome. A free thinker. I love it. Did you ever hear of it?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Did you look into it?
No, a buddy of mine looked into it for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
I'm almost convinced, so he called me up.
I teach this. I go out and teach it anywhere I can. I was going to give you this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can have that. There's 10 things on there. And if you go to the website, there's our 200 proofs video.
What's that mean?
Well, we have a video that covers 200 proofs. You'll get everything on the banners plus a little extra. And then you can study that. It'll take you a while to figure this out. Perspective, because I spent like 2 weeks on that. I'm there, no, it can't be that. It can't be that. And yeah, it is. So it's how your eyes work. That's why you think you see something, but it's really something else.
Uh-huh.
Like the ship's going over the curve. It's really, they go into the vanishing line. Like right there. It's not going over a curve, it's just going away into the vanishing line. So that's what, you know, we have to be untrained. You have to unlearn things and learn it a different way. And then you figure out what makes sense.
Are
See?
we like spinning underneath of the stars then?
Actually, the stars are spinning above us.
Oh, so we're flat. How deep is it?
I don't know. Nobody knows. The deepest hole...
Hotter in the bottom than it is in the top.
Well, the deepest hole that was ever dug was 8 miles. So past that, I don't know. I don't know what's past the edge of Antarctica either, because I never went there. And
Well, why is it hotter down there than it is up here?
well, it could be pressure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it could be pressure.
Yeah, pressure causes heat.
Could be that there's no way for the heat to escape. It's all like enclosed kind of thing. I don't know. How about the surface of the earth? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about water, always finding its own level. See, once you get that, then you can surmise what you like about the other things based on the evidence that you find.
Water finds its own level?
Yes, it does. See? Level. See? No matter what you do that bottle, you turn it. See? It's always level on the top. That's used in construction. Levels, water levels, spirit levels. That's my name, Marilyn Spirit Level on YouTube.
Marilyn Spirit Level.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, that's food for thought right there.
Yeah. Is there something that like comes out at you and say, what is that? Everybody's seen crepuscular rays, but you think, oh, well, that's got to be perspective. We're seeing that at a distance. No, because the water underneath is showing a perfect circle. That ray makes a perfect circle, then it's not on an angle.
So is perpetual motion possible?
Yeah, I think the sun is actually a quantum physics disk that is just going around and following the gates of the sun, as is described in the book of Enoch, which is not in the Bible. They took it out, and I think they took it out because of the gates of the sun are in there. The sun movement.
When did they take it out?
King James did. The Nicene Council or something.
Okay.
Yeah, why would they take out Enoch when he's mentioned twice in the Bible about Enoch? Oh, Enoch, you know Enoch.
I remember hearing about him when
Our
I was a
brother
kid, but I
Enoch.
don't think I've heard him
Well, he
speak
was
since.
so righteous, God took him up without killing him first, without him dying,
Okay.
see? And then he was allowed to come back and tell his sons about what he had seen. And that's all in the book of Enoch. And in there, like in chapter 6, it talks about the gates of the sun. This is really, we do live in a spiritual world, of things we cannot see, angels and spirit and that sort of thing. We cannot see those, but they do affect us, like the wind. We see the effects of it, but we don't see the wind, see? But we know sometimes it blows over my banners.
All right.
So this is a spiritual world, and there are things going on that we don't know. So,
Interesting.
thank you for stopping.
Sure.
Well, that was very interesting, that girl. That must have been her father. That must have been her father. I ate that donut, now I'm getting hungry again. I should never have had that donut. Sugar makes you hungry. Oh, are you hungry? Oh. Oh. Hi there, did you ever hear about this? I can give you something to take home if you don't want to discuss it.
Sure.
This is the flat earth, and there's like proofs for this, and there's 10 of them in here that you can think about. But if you go to the website, you'll see a video that has 200 proofs.
Oh, really?
So you'll see all the stuff on the banners that I got here. But really, the earth is a flat plane because this is water. And no matter what you do, it always seeks its own level. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so the oceans are all touching each other. So how can it be a ball? The oceans are 73% of the world. It can't be a ball. There's a lot to this. We can see too far. We can see 60 miles across Lake Michigan, there's Chicago. How does that happen? It's not over the curve. Can you see 60 miles?
I don't know. I'll try it out though.
But see, that's what you see down at the seashore, right? You see that line and it's perfectly flat. And then you say, but the ship went over the curve. Mm-hmm. No, it just went into the vanishing line. It got so far away, it just got into the vanishing line.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, check it out. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping.
See you later.
Interesting. So my daughter called me, but I have no idea what she wanted. Maybe I should call Mom. Here, I'll take her off speaker. You don't need to hear my mother. Hi, Mom. It's Marilyn. Yeah. Well, I'm working a little bit this morning. I should be home in about an hour and a half or so. Well, sure I do. You're not using it. Up here in Schwenksville. So, maybe 2 hour and a half or so. Did you eat your bananas this morning? You ate your banana. You had to. You do every morning. Are you taking care of the dogs? Sure you are. Okay, well, I'll see you shortly then. Okay, bye. It's actually getting warm.
Yeah.
It is nice. Then you have the people who just like drive by real slow in their car and they look. I do that too.
Do you?
Yeah, when I'm looking, you know, do they have anything that looks like it could be nice or interesting?
I get out and I have to look.
Really?
Yeah, I have to look and touch.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So you do flea marketing?
Yeah, I try to as much as I can.
Yeah.
I like to go to things on public property, like at a park, because then they don't give me any trouble with the free speech thing.
Okay.
See, this is considered a public event, so I am protected under free speech there too. But I rented this space, so there shouldn't be any question about it.
Yeah.
Some places, like, you know, they get like, oh, don't want that around, you know. They don't like free thinkers.
Yeah. Here comes a drive-by. Let's see if they park.
There you go.
They're parking.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Hey, Joey. Good. So you're one down the same hill.
No, I don't need the bag. Nope, I am totally good.
Hey.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Did you know the horizon is always at your eye level, no matter how high you go, in an airplane or on top of Mount Everest? So that means that it never goes down. There's no curvature. There's no curvature to the earth. We do not live on a spinning ball. And I can show you all these things. I can answer